Hey, I know it's been a while, but I am actually making a movie review right now. So, welcome to another movie review that I have for you tonight. I know it's been a year since I've done the last one for Byron's bios, or my bios, but I'm gonna be making one right now. So yeah. So in this video, I'm gonna be reviewing another movie, but basically another sequel also. That's basically the fourth and final installment in the franchise. The whole Shrek franchise, and you get it. It is none other than Shrek Forever After, aka Shrek 4: The Final Chapter. Now I will tell you, I don't fully remember the entire plot of the film, but I do remember most of it. So I just hope I remember some shit correctly. Excuse my language, but here we go. So the plot of the movie is basically where Shrek struggles with his responsibility and stress of him being a father, since he now has children, which he has he has triplets that we've seen in the previous film, Shrek the Third, and also Shrek the Halls, especially at his triplets' birthday party, even though he's not ferocious as he used to be to everyone in the land of far, far away. But when he comes across this man with a red, fiery shaped wig named Rumpelstiltskin, he tricks Shrek into signing his contract, leading to disastrous consequences. His contract takes Shrek to another dimension where everyone hates him and looks at him as a feared individual and like a ferocious ogre like he once was. In the alternate reality that Shrek is now in, Fiona is now a fugitive. Puss in Boots is just, somewhat fat. Uh, Donkey is basically, I don't know, probably kind of bushy looking, almost, as like an ugly looking donkey, unlike his original self. And Shrek encounters a bunch of witches and ogres. It's like another universe that he's basically in, which is both insane and cool at the same time. Other than the ending that I'm not going to get into right now, that's all I remember from the plot of the movie. So, yeah. I mean, hell, it's been like 12 years since the last time I've seen the film. Like, I actually saw it in theaters in 3D. So, I'll tell you more about it. Okay. So, you guys all know that I am a huge Shrek fan. I love all the movies and the specials, even that spin off film based on Puss in Boots. Everything about it, especially from the very beginning, it is like one of those classics that I will always cherish. And it's one of those anime movies that I love, other than Toy Story, which I also love as well. But like with Shrek, it came out in the same decade as I was born. It was so cool, It really was. But like with the fourth movie, it was unfortunately the fourth and final film, even though that the franchise was actually going to have 5 films in total. But what they did confirm is that 4 movies will just be enough, especially the fourth movie. That basically ends the series perfectly. And I couldn't agree more with that, because when they say the final chapter, that means it's it. So everything about the storyline was just fantastic. The plot went really well in the film, especially if you take a look at that movie. Like, it literally did everything. Like, it followed it very well. It even followed the audience into the alternate reality of what Shrek would have been like if he wasn't around, and if he never knew anyone that he met. They literally took it to the max for that sequel. And I'll admit, I do appreciate how Mike Mitchell directed the film. I thought he did great on this. Now let's talk about the animation. As much as the animation from the previous Shrek movies were good, with this one, DreamWorks had literally increased the quality of the animation, making it look more HD-ish type, like high definition, especially for digital 3D and Real D 3D for the theatrical releases. I mean, they did in fact make it look a little modern, especially with the new DreamWorks logo that they added at the beginning. I thought that was cool. And our last but not least focus is on the characters. Now, I will say that almost all the characters were just as good as they were in the film. Like, they literally are if you watch the fourth film. But, dude, I'm not gonna lie, but the new characters, other than Rumpelstiltskin, I actually like most of them. Like, yeah, I mean, of course, most of them were not as likable as the original characters were, especially from the 3 previous films. But, dude, I gotta say, with the ogres and the witches being involved in the alternate universe, that Shrek was in. And if you see the poster with with Shrek being with ogres and with Rumpelstiltskin being the witches, I mean it's just basically them being in a war. It's like, wow, maybe that's more likable than I thought. It's like, I don't know what to tell you. So yeah, I got nothing much to say, but I will say that the voice acting was awesome. The music scores are great, and the writing, I'm pretty sure it was actually really good as well. Now, I'm not saying that the fourth movie is the weakest. It's not. What I do think is the weakest out of any other Shrek film is Shrek Third. I know some of you guys hate it. I don't hate it, but I thought it was okay. But like after hearing some reviews and looking into it a little bit more, when I was a teenager, also, even though I saw this in the fourth movie in theaters, dude, I don't know what to say, but I'm gonna consider the third movie the weakest. But the fourth one, even though I haven't seen it in a while, other than the clips that I've seen on YouTube, dude, I'm gonna say that the fourth movie was an actual improvement over the third movie that they made. It's like, holy cow. It literally amazed me, especially when I saw it in 3D. And let me tell you this. I remember seeing that movie. I mean, not Shrek 3, because like, I only saw half of it. It's a different story. But with the fourth movie, I remember seeing that in theaters, in 3D, with my family. And let me tell you, it was hype. Despite it being the last film, it gave me the vibes while watching it in 3D. It was so cool. Now, I do have it on DVD that I got back in 2016 for Christmas. And if you haven't seen the gifts that I got for 2016 Christmas video that I made like almost 6 years ago, I still have it on YouTube, but I basically have not given myself a chance to watch the movie. But I mean, maybe this year I might. Because, again, I haven't seen a while. I mean, of course, I've seen other movies like Shrek, Shrek 2, and Shrek 3rd, even Shrek 4D, literally most of those movies, but with Shrek Forever After, or Shrek the Final Chapter, I haven't seen that in a while, so I'm going to give that a watch. Even though I still have the DVD somewhere, I know it's in the living room, and because of how much I love Shrek, that's why I'm giving Shrek Forever After a 4 out of 5. While it may not be one of the best movies ever, the fourth movie itself had a lot of improvement to wrap the series up completely, like I just mentioned before, especially for Shrek. The movies I've seen and how I grew up with Shrek will always be in my heart. And if you haven't seen Shrek Forever After, then what are you waiting for? Go check it out if you want to. I mean, I do kind of recommend it, but yeah. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen, or dudes and dudettes, as I should say. That was my review on Shrek Forever After. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to hit the like button and subscribe. There will be some more movie reviews coming your way. Probably not as much as there used to be, but I mean, I'm still going to make some. Do not worry. Same thing with the video game reviews, even though I haven't done them in a while. Be sure to hit the like button and subscribe, and I will see you later. It's all ogre now. Shrek is love, Shrek is life. Peace.